All right, so I can't help it. There's so much Star Wars stuff coming out, and it's just fun to do something different. I know I've done a lot of Star Wars coverage, but there's tons of stuff to talk about, and it's not as bad as some of the other stuff that's been going on. It's a lot more fun because sometimes there's some positive stuff. Jedi Fallen Order is a great game. The Mandalorian's a great show. Like, we get some wins, right? A lot of the people going crazy about The Mandalorian, jumping all over it, mad because, a lady doesn't appear at least a certain percentage points of time in the show, and there's not enough of women in the crowd or something. This is fun stuff to me. But, some people they aren't having as much fun, like the star of Jedi Fallen Order. Got a little salty recently. Got a little mad because of PC mods. Basically, if you have a PC game, one of the benefits of that is you can probably get some mods for the game. It's one of the nice things about playing a game on a PC versus on a console where you can't change anything. So what have they done? Well, a lot of people don't like how Cal looks. I haven't changed him. I've been playing it as is. But I will admit, if you compare Cal to Starkiller from, Force Unleashed, well, he's not quite as much of a badass as old Starkiller. But nonetheless, he fits the part. He's, a young Jedi, not really battle-hardened. He's just kind of drifting. It doesn't bother me. But nonetheless, you have the option to mod him if you want to. But unfortunately, the guy who actually provided the likeness to this character and voices him, well, he's a little butthurt about that and decided to attack fans that don't like him. So just so you know, he's deleted the tweets that we're going to go over, but of course the internet captures them and they don't go away. He tried to play this off as some kind of a joke. I'm just joking, bro. It's just a joke, bro. When I go over these, you won't quite think it's a joke. So, like I said, the context behind here is that mods changed up the way Cal looks in the Jedi Fallen Order. You can change his hair color and I think even his face. It kind of looks like Starkiller from Force Unleashed, and I think that they might have modded him into the game. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't changed him, but nonetheless, you do have the option to do that if you want to, and I don't see the problem with that. But unfortunately, Cameron here, he got a little butthurt. Got a little sad about it, decided to take the internet and attack fans that don't like the way he looks, which is really some really insecure stuff and really not a good look. Really not a good look. So here's what he said. So as you would expect, the Santa Monica-born actor took issue with these mods and called out the mods publicly on Twitter. Okay, so let's go over what he said. Gotta love that there are insecure dudes out there who can't handle playing as a redhead, said the 26-year-old actor on Twitter. Seriously, ginger hate is still a thing? We've got to be one of the only groups left where it's not a taboo to shit on us for being born or looking a certain way, right? There's this tweet right there. It was a response to this by Kotaku, who said, why does this Jedi Fallen Order mod look like Joe Jonas? I didn't look at the article. I could care less. Kotaku is trash. However, he still called it out. Now, this isn't too bad. His follow-up to this, though, kind of is. So let's go ahead and hear what he had to say. The Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order actor continued, I mean, that South Park episode was like 15 years ago. The joke is pretty dated. And even at the time, the whole joke was about how arbitrarily deeming a group of people as other is stupid and ridiculous. Not that I care. I'm the lead in a freaking Star Wars game and having a great career and great time. But I do genuinely find the weird superiority complex of these insecure men making comments about my appearance kinda amusing. Like, are they mad because their girlfriends have a crush on me or something? Just kidding. We know they don't have girlfriends. A couple of things here that I want to point out, but I'll come back to this. Let's go through the whole series of tweets first. Here's his update. So, man, Twitter really can't take a lighthearted joke. People who look different from the norm are awesome. Redheads are awesome. If someone tells you you aren't great because you are different from whatever is considered standard, you know you rock. The end. So they have this right here. As you may know, when Cal was first revealed as a character, there was some criticism of the protagonist, but not because of the color of his hair, but because of his skin tone and gender. That said, by the time the game released earlier this month, those specific criticisms had died out. Now, we already know what that is. It's the same stuff with the Mandalorian. Needs to be a lady. And if it's going to be a guy, they have to be a POC. They must be a POC. Yeah, those people are a joke, and they wouldn't have bought the game anyway. I'm glad that EA recognizes that. And it just gave us a good game. Don't really care who they cast, to be honest, as long as the game's good. These things aren't my life's goal like some of these people. However, nonetheless, he's still getting some criticism, and he handled it really wrong. It was a really dumb way that he handled this, really stupid, and he kind of doubled down on it. Now, he says here, man, Twitter really can't take a lighthearted joke. The way that this is worded here doesn't sound like it was very much of a joke. You sound butthurt, and you pretty much called the people that made mods for the game incels. I mean, you said it right here. Just kidding. We know they don't have girlfriends. You're trying to say that their girlfriends wanted to bang you, and then you say, oh, wait, no, they don't have girlfriends. And this the whole, you say you don't care, but you spurged out on Twitter. You obviously do care. I mean, even in your response, you're mad because people, you're saying, don't like redheads and they don't like how you look. And I say to you, who cares? You had it absolutely right. You're starring in a Star Wars game. Okay, you're part of Star Wars lore now because this game is canon in current Disney Star Wars. So, I mean, you had a win there. I mean, does it really matter that people make mods about you? But you got so butthurt about it. And I'm guessing that you deleted these tweets because people probably reacted and trolled the hell out of you, as they should, because you acted kind of like an ass. I mean, you're literally shitting on Star Wars fans all over right here and making fun of them. I mean, come on. You're calling them incels. And you're kind of maybe directing some of this language to calling them racist in some ways, because you're saying, oh, they hate people that look different from them. I mean, that's ridiculous. Just because you can't handle that somebody made some mods about you in a game. I mean, is it really a big deal? People on Xbox and PlayStation 4 can't mod you. And I highly doubt a large percentage of people are modding the game to change your character anyway. You really kind of acted like a complete ass here, Cameron. You really did. And the fact that you deleted the tweets says a lot too. Get over yourself, man. I like your performance in the game. I think you did a good job. But if you're going to be a public figure, man, you got to get some thicker skin, dude. Especially if you're going to jump into the Star Wars arena. You got to get some thicker skin. I mean, no one is really, I haven't seen too many complaints about you from my time. And most people have nothing but praises to say about the game. You can't get mad because people make mods. I mean, it sounds like you don't even play video games, but from what I've seen, you sure do know a lot about video game acting going through your Twitter. And currently, you were just tweeting about talking to trolls online literally a few hours ago, which tells me you are still butthurt about this. You got to get thicker skin, man. Don't attack fans. It's a bad look. So next time, just kind of get some thicker skin. Don't attack fans that want to make mods in a game. It's really not a big deal. You had it right in the first place. You star in a Star Wars game. That's a big deal. You should have just thought about that and took the high ground and not went after Star Wars fans and called them incels and kind of alluding to the fact that you think they might be istophobes. Not a very good look, at least in my opinion. I looked through your timeline. You don't seem like too bad of a guy. Maybe learn from this and not go after the fans. If you're going to be in more games, this is going to happen again. They will mod you in another game. So maybe just chill out a little. So anyway, leave the dude alone. I just find it funny that the guy thinks people don't like him. He says he's joking here. He's obviously not joking. Just the way his tweet here is worded tells me he's not joking. Plus, I went and checked his Twitter account. He's still talking about fighting trolls online. Hopefully, he doesn't go down a dark path and become the Ryan Johnson of video games. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Give me your thoughts on this. Are you liking the game? What do you think about Cameron here? Kind of calling fans incels. Let me know your thoughts on that. Like and subscribe also. But the two most important things you can do for the channel are comments and likes. Engagement really helps videos out, so consider leaving me your thoughts and consider tapping that like button. It does help enormously. Make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.